I actually have a pretty good memory if it happened when I was there. Otherwise, I studied religions. This post-Marxist broadcast mass media zombie apocalypse was devised before Hitler. This is an interim regime, not unlike the span of time between World Wars I and II in Germany. Sigmund Freud was a raging homosexual, cocaine distributor, and fugitive in exile. First, do no harm, or you're not a doctor. So when you say, it says here on my chart, you're Taliban. Mogadishu is the whole basis for your authority. Well, how did they get that? Idi Amin was not a legit monarch over Scotland. Somebody got a better offer from the gay mafia. I don't know, Utah. The old gods of the New World have every reason to be angry. It's starting to look like whatever's going on in London ain't a real religion. Well, you know, Catholics, whether Orthodox or Roman, don't like polygamy, and so, well, tell the prods to stop raping people. Religion is a search for universal and eternal truth, not a shared system of beliefs that you can shoot yourself in the foot, stab each other in the back, blame somebody. Wait till they leave town, say, fling's an admission of guilt, and then do some dirt. A philosopher is unafraid to meet his gods because he's right. A cult consecrates the soil. You don't move a little money around for religious reasons. It's not a religion, let alone am I obligated. A religion tends to have a cult. It tends to be built on a cult. But whereas a cult establishes filial ties to the land and its people through ritual, ceremonial burial, last rites, and that establishes mineral rights and coinage, etc. A religion works outside its own borders. Islam exploits the corporation to revive Stone Age heresies, but more importantly, you can't just pass the buck to us on a vendetta. The vendetta, the soil is getting consecrated. The United States of America is a constitutionally limited republic. These are mutual protections. We elect the legislature to compose, to alter that document on our behalf, but these are mutual protections. It's not like you elect this guy, you get blanket immunity, screw the rest of us, as long as you don't tell us. That's why the news. But they have oil. It's a cult. They use terror and slavery to seize control of the world's most precious resources. And they're like, you don't have to pay us all at once with like gold or something. We can just rack up a debt and then say you can't afford it. And the other countries are looking at it in terms of gold and precious resources, whereas they're willing to collect an ass. It's an extortion racket. It exploits the corporation. St. Paul canonized the corporation because the prophecy was fulfilled. You're not going to act like I'm obligated to go and fuel the fire for some fraud to rise from my ashes so Trump can get elected. Like, I knew about it. I didn't implicate the ones you implicate. That's a dangerous man. And if you were right, some other things wouldn't have happened. So I know you're wrong. And then aside from that, I went and slept in the parking lot at the compound. I gave my name to the guard. Act like you were looking for Bubba Silver, or you were looking for Coco or Pee Wee. Gave my name, Noel Smith. Mind if I sleep here? I'm not obligated to give whatever zombie walks up acting like they know me my real name. I'm not trying to get rolled. Like, I'm not necessarily here to stay with nothing. Trickle-down economics is communism. In a capitalist system, the money go up and the bullshit come down. Democracy protects the minority by universal application of majority rule. You don't get to say, all right, just these people here get all the capitalism. If they deserved money, they wouldn't be so poor. Why did I think maybe Washington was building hidey holes so they would have to assert some kind of authority? But I didn't know that their sovereignty was challenged. That guy's gone. You can work now, Washington. They can't tell you what to do. And I'm sorry His Majesty had to leave in such a hurry, but they wouldn't let me sue the doctor, and that might have saved John McAfee's life. I'm not just composing, like, this is stuff that happened. I study religions. Maybe if you had one. So tell special prosecutor, if he really did work in the Balkans, Jack Smith, that Alki Collins died under suspicious circumstances, since the FBI want to fold their arms like they ain't got to listen. And Donald Trump is not related to any member or branch of the Jackson family.